Congratulations on your victory. Obviously, a very, very impressive performance. Talk about it, just kind of how you felt you performed in there.
I feel like I performed great. I'm really happy with that fight. You know, I feel like I came in here wanting to enjoy it again, and I came in here wanting to show that I've had a lot of comments about me just doing striking, because I'm at my gym, my main gym, with a head striking gym in the country, right? And so I had a lot of messages, I had a lot of comments going, you better be focused on your grappling, you better be wrestling, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of came in here wanting to prove that, like, fuck that, my striking's gonna be good anyway, you know? And I feel like I showed that I have a good, well-rounded game, because I was able to either reverse or control it no matter where it went. But I really got to showcase Muay Thai, and I'm very, very happy with that, because I said that back in Moscow, that's what I wanted to do, and I didn't do shit. So I'm happy that I got to do it tonight.
So that's the technical side of it. What about the emotional side of it? I mean, this has been like a long journey through injuries and losses and weight cut issues and all these things. So what does it mean for you emotionally to pick up this win?
I'm just happy that I enjoyed fighting. I haven't been enjoying fighting. You know, I've enjoyed training, I haven't enjoyed fighting. So that win or lose tonight, that was just it. Like my coach kept saying to me, like, have fun, you wanted to do this, have fun, remember why you're here, and that was it. When I walked in, I was like, I put a smile on my face, I'm like, fuck yeah, like, remember why you're here tonight, it's because this is what you wanted to do. Like, you started this journey 10 years ago, why are you so fucking scared right now? You know, like, after 20-something fights, why are you so fucking scared? Like, love it. Like, why would you spend 10 years doing something if you hate it, you know? So it was kind of, this last camp has been a defining point for me, you know, about whether I could bring back that level or not, whether I could enjoy fighting, or if I was just going to enjoy training. Because if I wasn't going to enjoy tonight, then I probably wasn't going to continue for much longer, because that doesn't make sense. I'm not going to do anything that I hate doing. So my emotions are high, because I'm just grateful about that. I don't even care about the win. Like, that was beautiful, but I don't even care about the win. I'm just happy that I fucking enjoyed myself.
Solid performance aside, some confusion in there, right, with the stoppage of the fight. I guess, I mean, it's not your call to make, and you didn't land an illegal knee, so you did nothing wrong at all, so I don't want to say that, but was it just difficult for you to kind of maintain your focus? Because I kind of think at that point, I mean, we thought the fight was over. I'm guessing you thought the fight was over. So, I mean, like, is it hard to kind of, like, get that mindset back to, okay, we're still fighting?
Honestly, I thought the fight was over, and then when he told me to get away from my corner, I was like, okay, cool, we're still going. Like, it wasn't, my emotions weren't so high that I had to bring myself back in, you know? It was just, it's not coming! Yeah, like, my emotions weren't so high that I had to rein it back in. It was just like, okay, cool, like an iron rope, like a great strike, whatever. I just kind of, once I realized it wasn't stopping it, then it's like, all right, stay here, wait for her to be ready. But I could see that she wasn't ready to come back in. And then I think that made it easier to not be upset about having to continue, you know? Like, yeah, it was cool, it would have been cool if that was the fight finishing, but, like, fuck it, however much longer it went beyond that, I think it might have been better than the rest of the fight, to be honest, so, whatever.
Last thing for me, I mean, you got this big moment behind you and you're enjoying it again, so what's the next move? I mean, do you turn around quickly? Do you take some more time to keep doing things? What's the plan?
Honestly, like, I never stop training and I never stop growing and trying to better my technique. So I don't care whether it takes me 2 months. I don't care whether it takes me 9 months to get back in and fight again. Like, my goal is to be the best athlete that I can be and to be the best fighter that I can be. So that doesn't usually happen in fight camp. So I would rather have a lot of time between fights and be patient and just keep working and keep getting better and keep working on the things that I know I need to fix and keep making my strengths better as well. So I don't mind, you know, I don't want to go to Fight Island, don't send me to Fight Island. But other than that, I'm not worried about the time frame. Hi.
After the initial confusion with the stoppage that wasn't a stoppage, there was a lot of talk online of the use of possible instant replay. Would you be in favor of using that in fights?
I mean, they did, didn't they? They were replaying it on the screen. So, I mean, that was cool because then I could see it, and I was like, sick, that wasn't illegal, and then that kind of helped me get ready to continue if he was going to keep it going. But honestly, yeah, I'm a fan of it. I feel like that's probably going to stop a lot of other fights being stopped when they should be stopped, and it's probably going to stop people from almost getting killed from too much happening, if that makes sense.
I think that's where a lot of our confusion came from back here and with the broadcast team, because they said at the top of the broadcast that they were using instant replay, but it didn't hear that the ref. It's hard to tell from back here though. Did he watch it on the screen as well and pay attention?
I thought he was talking to her. Like, I was watching the screen, so I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to what Chris was doing, but I thought he was talking to her.
Yeah, well, I think this is going to make an interesting case study for the instant replay, because if you look back, this is a perfect example where he could have used it, he didn't. He wasn't supposed to stop the action, and that's where everybody's going, what the heck is going on? So good on you to stay resilient. There you go, you got it. Tell me a little bit about this new fight camp. Did you move to Cali, or are you still living here?
No, I'm in Cali full time now, so I moved there. I've been there full time for a year. But before that, I was commuting for almost a year, so I would go spend a week up there at a time. But yeah, that's my home now. That's where I am all the time.
Well, it looks like you're heading the right direction. Your fitness and your focus, and like you said, you just articulated, your mindset is better than we've seen in the UFC. So this could be a new chapter for you. Yeah. Just one more. When the ref was telling you push, don't grab, he kept saying that, and then you kind of looked at him and looked like you were smiling. He said something. What did you say?
I said, "Is this pushing or grabbing?"
I love it.
And he's like, "No, it's pushing." And then I think Coach Kieran was like, "It's pushing."
When you landed the knee, was there any question in your mind if it was legal or not, or was it you in the heat of battle, so you weren't sure?
When he told me not to go to my corner, that's when I was like, fuck, maybe that was illegal, you know? I didn't think so at the time. When I threw it, I didn't think it was. But the fact that he didn't stop the fight, but stopped the action, made me question it. And then as soon as I watched it on the instant replay, which I'm very grateful for, as soon as I watched it, I was like, no, fuck no, we're going to keep going, you know? He's either going to stop it or we're going to keep going. But I knew that I hadn't done the wrong thing.
And then you said when the action was restarted, you could feel that her heart wasn't there?
I could see it on her face. I could see it. Like, I apologized to her team after the fight because that, like, it shouldn't have kept going, you know? There was one point where I was trying to submit her because I was like, fuck, I don't want to keep hurting her, you know? So I was going for the head arm choke, and then she wasn't giving it up. Like, she didn't give up an inch, not for 1 second. But I wanted to submit her because I didn't want to keep hurting her as bad as I was, but she didn't want that to happen, so fuck it, I'm going to keep throwing elbows.
Do you think the fighter should be able to make that decision like she did?
What do you mean?
Keep going? Leave it up to the fighters instead of the judge?
Well, I mean, there's a case that fight could have been stopped, you know, like with how much she was bleeding, with how cut she was, she wasn't really doing anything, she was just surviving. So Chris probably shouldn't have let it go as long as he did, but like, fuck man, she's tough. Like, she's here for a reason. She made us a case for herself on Contenders, and she showed that she's tough tonight, and I think she'll get better from this. So, yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Did you say you don't want to go to Abu Dhabi?
I don't want to go to Abu Dhabi.
Why?
Because I'm not on a full visa. So if I go to Abu Dhabi, that means I have to go back to Australia to renew a full visa, and they have 2-week quarantine, so I would be gone for like 2 months. And I would have to pay for that, and who's going to look after my dogs for 2 months? My dogs are so mean that I feel like I can't just send them to a sit and they try to attack everyone. So I really don't want to go to Abu Dhabi for that reason. Like, I also don't want to be away from them for 2 months.
Is there any bad feelings that you've damaged your opponent's face like 3 weeks before her wedding?
Fuck, dude, why did you just say that? I mean, now there is. Jesus Christ.
Congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's been a while since you fought in Las Vegas. What about the Apex? Tell me about that experience. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that was sick. That was just like having a gym smoker, but being allowed to actually hurt everyone. Again, it was awesome. I could talk to my corners during the rounds. Like, I could hear everything. I could have conversations. I could hear her corners. Like, I couldn't hear the commentators, which I'm grateful for, because my goal was just to hear my corner and her corner. But yeah, that was fun. What a great facility. It almost felt like I was back on the regional scene though, you know, because the last few have been UFC, the last few fights I've had have been overseas UFC, and they're always like so put together. And so this kind of being home, like all my friends are here, it felt like I was fighting regionally in Australia again, just in a way better facility.